our boss music.
We got a ship.
Oh, there's a ship.
We got a ship that's out of the ocean, my guy.
Okay, I'm panicking. We're panicking. Oh God, they're trying to get to us.
Careful, Doug. You're liable to get slapped. Jesus. Yeah. It's very weird going back and talking about anything Will Smith related without mentioning the slap, as in the slap heard around the world, as in keep my wife's name out your mouth slap. And eventually Will Smith did apologize, but yeah, took him, what, 4 months to finally admit that he was wrong. I mean, sheesh. Look, again, I don't really 100% blame Will Smith. Hell, he was laughing at the joke when it was told. It's just that side eye that he got from Jada. Basically, again, it's just, I see it as mental manipulation. And I hate that. I hate the fact that Will is in a situation like that, because he seems like a genuinely nice guy. It's just, he's in a relationship with someone who, she said this, will never love him the way she loved someone else. That's a pretty hardcore thing to admit to, let alone like right in front of your husband across the table. And not only that, but it's put on the internet and it's monetized. You monetized your family drama, and oh dear Lord, I don't know what else to say. That's just, I don't know why you would ever do that. To me, that's just so counterproductive. But yeah, Will Smith during this time here in the early 2000s, the dude was unstoppable. I mean, every film that he was in made over $100 million. Didn't matter what it was. I mean, you could go into it completely not knowing what the plot was or anything like that, never watched a trailer or anything like that, but because Will Smith was in it, people went in and watched it. And he made a lot of money during that time, and so did the studios that were hiring him. And one film during that time was Hancock. Hancock's a weird one. Hancock it's not quite the best Will Smith movie, but by no means is it the worst. There's plenty of bad Will Smith films, and there's plenty of good Will Smith films. And I would say that Hancock has its moments where, it's good, and then it has its moments where it's just like, it could be done so much better. But either way, Doug, aka the Nostalgia Critic, has decided to take this time to talk about Will Smith in the movie Hancock. So I guess we're just going to pop this up on screen, and we're going to give this a shot and see what happens. So this is Hancock's review by the Nostalgia Critic.
This episode brought to you by Stamps.com. Why go to the store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your convenience? Also brought to you by ExpressVPN.
I already used them.
VPN there is. Take back your online privacy today. Check us out in Milwaukee at the Con Midwest Gaming Classic, April 29th to May 1st. Also stay tuned after for a special announcement about charity shoutouts. Hello, I'm a Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. In 2008, the film Hancock got negative reviews.
Shit. Sorry, Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It was a little bit of an emergency with the someone trying to message me about editing and all that. Having multiple editors is it's interesting, to say the least. Anyway, sorry, back to this.
Hello, I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to. In 2008, the film Hancock got negative reviews from critics, mixed reviews from audiences, was practically tossed aside when Dark Knight came out a few weeks later, and to quote Shaun of the Dead,
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so heads up, I am literally editing this the day after a certain event happened. These are made weeks in advance, and as such, I wasn't able to make any jokes about it, but the irony is so sugar sweet, at the very least, I have to point out the spots where a joke could have gone. I swear, this was not pre-planned. A film about a hero everybody should like, but don't because he's too violent. I found won over more people in time than I thought. If you type in Hancock on YouTube, you'll find it has a pretty impressive amount of videos with a pretty impressive amount of views. Apparently, this did have more of a following than people thought. With that said, I can't pretend like it's a great film. Especially when, like I said, a great superhero film came out weeks later. My guess is folks were hoping this would be what The Boys would eventually be, a deep dive into human and societal problems with troubled superheroes replacing troubled celebrities. And while it does start off as that, it does take a different turn that, while not as powerful, was still interesting. And I think this movie deserves more love, and we're gonna give it that today. So let's sit back and remember when this was almost a thing. Let's take a look at Hancock. The film opens with Hancock, played by Will Smith, passed out on a bench while a gun battle on the freeway takes place. He responds the same way I do when someone points out I made an error in my videos.
Would you want a cookie? Hell out my face.
He flies like Nicolas Cage would have in Superman Lives and attempts to stop the criminals, causing arguably more damage than if he didn't.
Arguably? No. That's way more damage.
This is one of those rare movies where the lines aren't always that funny, but the attitude is super funny. Smith brings a certain likable unlikability. And I think everyone fantasizes at one point what they'd be like with superpowers. Half the time you'd see yourself as noble, but admit it, you think about how fun it would be to be an asshole with them too. This play...
Yeah, that's no doubt. I mean, come on, man. I mean, we're human. We are not paragons of perfection that make inalienable, we're, infallible, we make mistakes. Just like I made a mistake with my brain. Again, I'm very tired and it has, the week has just begun. So, anyway, sorry, back to this.
Plays into that fantasy in a pretty fun way.
This is where you live.
Yeah.
Your fortress of solitude.
It's a couple trailers I stuck together.
Some people argue it's how this film was conceived, a couple of trailers stuck together. He hooks up with a woman who seems to have a kink for superheroes, but relationships with him is a little complicated. Okay, the porno parody already has the name. It doesn't need more to work with.
Damn. They blew the roof off the place, man. Blew her hair back and blew the roof off.
Most movies will cut away after that joke, but I love they actually show him trying to be nice to her, but she still ends up running away. Seems like this separates the film from just being a one-joke movie. It really is trying to establish a layered character.
Good morning, everyone.
We're introduced to a PR man named Ray, played by Jason Bateman.
Ray's like the Bono of PR.
So if he works with a superhero, make sure it's not Spider-Man.
Oof.
But it looks like he's too much of a bleeding heart, as his charitable ways don't go over well with big business heads.
The All Heart symbol, and here's all you need to do to qualify. Your new TB drug. We would like for you to give that product away for free.
For free!
Obviously, this doesn't go over well, but it could be worse. He could have missed the train. Okay, I know it's a superhero movie, but unless that train wreck looks like this, I'm calling bullshit.
Oh.
Ah, crap, I gotta issue a joke tax refund on that.
Yeah, the physical comedy in this is great. It's just if only the lines were on the similar part. Instead, it's just...
Ray sees how poorly Hancock handles himself with people.
She should sue you.
Well, you should sue McDonald's, because they fucked you up, all right?
It's the one thing in Chicago
Okay,
when I came
that's
out
a good
looking
line. That's a good line. I'll give it that.
like this. And this does result in maybe my favorite line.
And I can smell that liquor on your breath.
I've been drinking, bitch.
Can't argue with his logic.
Yeah?
He drops Ray off at his home, where he meets Ray's wife, Mary, played by Charlize Theron.
You would not have believed it. I came this close to getting hit by a train.
If you know where this movie's going, these shots drive you a little insane. They hold on to too long. We know something's up.
Yes. Peter Berg, I love you, man. You're freaking awesome. You're a great human being. But good God, man. The holding of shots, we get it. It's like, she's up to something. Something's going on. And then,
Look at that, huh?
He's offered dinner for saving Ray's life, and while, again, some of these lines aren't the best written, Smith knows how to make them work.
That's some good meatballs, boy.
Aaron.
Mama's calling you.
That is so stupid, but everyone I show it to chuckles. To the film's credit, you do kind of forget about the shots lingering on Mary because she shows she clearly doesn't care for Hancock's ways, which makes sense at the moment, but makes even more sense later.
Did he just take the whiskey bottle to the bathroom?
Do you want him to kill us all?
Ray offers his PR services to change Hancock's image, which at first he rejects, but thinking it over, he has a change of heart. And if you told me this film would have a drunk superhero Will Smith battling a young French Michael Myers, I'd say shut up and take this meme-printed money.
You're gonna stop calling me that.
Asshole.
That's not my name.
Asshole.
If you've met anyone French and anyone American, you know how this ends.
Call me an asshole one more time.
Yeet.
You're all right. You're all right.
Well, his kidneys are now in his heart, but aside from that, he's fine.
Yeet.
Oh, stop crying, punk ass. Go ahead.
Not gonna lie, if you told me this whole movie was Halloween Kills, I'd like it more than Halloween Kills.
Oh,
He's shown images
God.
of what he should be like in a scene I doubt Smith would shoot today.
Homo.
What about that?
Homo in red. Norwegian homo.
I'll give you that.
How about these? Ray's an arrow. And Ray comes up with the idea that Hancock goes to jail for the damages he caused to
Be
show
ambiguously
people how
gay
much the world
duo.
needs him.
I apologize to the people of Los Angeles. My behavior has been improper and I will be participating in anger management treatment. You deserve better from me. I can be better. I will be better.
As you'd imagine, there's a lot of people he put away in prison, and I never got how people who already lost to a guy with superpowers think they're somehow gonna beat him the second time around.
You don't move. Your head is going up his ass. Asshole.
So I'm split on this joke, because in the trailer, it only showed their reaction.
You don't move. Your head is going up his ass.
I think this is similar to Liar Liar, where the censored version is surprisingly funnier than the one we got in the movie.
I will admit, the visual of them being like, the one dude's literal head up the other one's ass is funny, and they pull it off pretty well, but yeah, I think not seeing it benefits.
Movie.
Everybody's been real nice.
Well, it's because you have big...
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. I liked where they went in that movie. I liked the line that was in the uncensored version, not the trailer version. I thought that it was pretty funny, and honestly, they just let Jim Carrey improvise. Because, that's what you let Jim Carrey do, especially peak 90s Jim Carrey. Like, this was Jim Carrey at his funniest. By far. I mean, The Mask, God. He had some bangers in the 90s, dude. And, yeah, I liked the lines. Just like, just because you got big jugs. I mean, your boobs are huge. I mean, I want to squeeze them. And then he does the mama. It shows the bluntness that his character has. It can go both ways. I could see how this part right here with just the exit out without hearing what he said is the funnier version, but I think to portray the character just after it happened, not being able to lie for 24 hours, I mean, I think that's perfect setup. Anyway, sorry.
With that said, you probably are paying to see if they have the balls to show one guy's head going up another guy's ass. And they don't disappoint!
That scream, the bigger guy gives, dude.
Like so that director Tom Six said, what if that was just the beginning?
No! Get out of me head, man. Stamps!
What is destiny? Destiny is stamps. Time is money. Don't waste either with repeated trips to the post office. With Stamps.com, you can skip the trip and focus on how to take your small business to the next level. Listen to me, I'm thinking it very loud. Stamps.com lets you print official postage right from your computer and saves you money in the process. So you can spend less time at the post office and more time making your customers happy.
I just thought of something pretty funny.
Stamps.com saves you time, money, and stress. For more than 20 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. I believe in it so much, I'm trying not to blink. Okay, I have to blink. I'm just gonna do it very slowly. Okay, actually, this really hurts. Okay, okay, but we're gonna open back up here. Here we go. Yes, stamps! Stamps.com gives you access to all the post office and UPS shipping services you need right from your computer. And get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 40% off USPS rates and 76% off UPS. Whether you're an office sending invoices, a side hustle Etsy shop, or a full-blown warehouse shipping out orders, Stamps.com will make your life easier. It is life. Stamps is life. Google it. It's proven. All you need is a computer and standard printer. No special supplies or equipment. You're up and running in minutes, printing official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send. Behold, I'm bald. Stop overpaying for shipping with Stamps.com. Sign up at Stamps.com.
And you are gloriously bald, Doug.
For a special offer that includes a 4-week free trial, free postage, and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. That's Stamps.com/nostalgia. I think I need to blink again. But I need to do it for a little longer because it really hurts not blinking. Google it, it's true.
Get some clear eyes, man.
Before you do, make sure you have ExpressVPN. You've heard me talk about how important
Too
it is
late,
to
Doug.
have
I've already got that.
to protect your online privacy. But choosing a VPN you trust is equally as important. Now, I like to do research on my sponsors, and I only recommend brands to my viewers that I believe in. I can say with full confidence that ExpressVPN is the best VPN on the market. And that not blinking hurts. Not enough mothers tell you this. Here's why ExpressVPN is the best. Number 1, ExpressVPN doesn't log your activity online. Lots of cheap, free VPNs make money by selling your data to advertisers. But ExpressVPN doesn't do this. They even developed a technology, Trusted Server, that makes their VPN servers incapable of storing any data at all. Number 2, speed. ExpressVPN now uses Lightway, a new VPN protocol they engineer to make user speeds faster than ever. I've tried many VPNs in the past, and they can sometimes slow my connection. Darn! But
I remember when Tunnel Bear was a thing. I'm glad it's not anymore. Fuck Tunnel Bear.
VPN is always blazing fast and lets me stream videos in HD quality with zero buffering. The last thing that really sets ExpressVPN apart is how easy it is to use. You don't need any technical skills to get set up. Just fire up the app and tap one button to connect. That's it. Even your grandparents could do it. And it's not just me saying this. Business Insider, The Verge, and many other tech journals rate ExpressVPN the #1 VPN in the world. So protect yourself with the VPN that I use and trust.
I wouldn't have said The Verge. For those of you who are wondering why, Verge PC build. That still hurts to watch.
Use my link, expressvpn.com/nostalgiacritic today, and get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/nostalgiacritic. Visit expressvpn.com/nostalgiacritic to learn more. And blink. It's the law. See Doug play Jedi Fallen Order Fridays on Twitch. Hope to see you there. passes as Ray tries to instruct Hancock on how to be a better hero, and also goes to recovery meetings, which, since this is a movie, means it has to be dark as hell with very little lighting. Anyone else notice this weird cliche?
Yeah, it's a stupid cliche. I don't like it. I mean, if you're trying to portray hopeful situations, you at least want it to be bright in some ways. I get it's like, oh, we're in a dark place and we have to pull ourselves out. But come on, man.
The group is supportive, though, and crime does indeed start to rise, but Hancock is still trapped inside, drawing some very specific symbols. It looks like he's drawn this a couple times in the movie. I can't wait to see what it all amounts to. Okay.
You got a phone call. Chief of Police.
The chief of police calls, though, saying he needs help with a bank robbery. Ray even got him a special boring-ass suit for the situation.
Ugh, yeah, that suit sucks.
I really would have liked a more unique outfit. I think you could argue his drunk clothes are more iconic from this movie. But I will say, a superhero with official shades is kind of badass. I love, too, how his flying is trying to be super cautious of not breaking the ground when he lands, so he always looks a little awkward.
Give him time.
Thank God that suit is made out of the same bulletproof material as him and comic books. Cover your ears, new teens. This PG-13 film has 2 F-bombs.
Do I have permission to touch your body? It's not sexual. Not that you're not an attractive woman.
Smith looks pretty surprised his character wasn't the one to use that in this movie. One of the robbers has a detonator that if he lets his thumb off will blow up the hostages.
I want
dead
you
man.
to break into the vault. You'll find 3/4-ton pallets of small bills inside. $30 million.
That's me trying to act like I don't make that every year. This is another one of those segments where it's funny, but some clever editing could have made it funnier.
Yeah.
Here's how it should have played out when the robber calls him an asshole.
Call me an asshole. One more time.
That would have been funnier than what we got, with the guy screaming and the hostages being released in slow-mo. But again, the comedy of this film really is more about the attitude than the timing. Hancock is now the world's new golden boy and gets invited to all sorts of high-end events.
That stupid smile. Oh, Johnny Gill.
Ignore him. He's from Roseanne. He's not going to be in anything long-lasting for a while. Discuss his backstory.
Thomas Lennon and Johnny Galecki. I forgot they were in this.
It looks like 80 years ago he got amnesia and woke up with superpowers. I don't know. It's more detailed than Anakin's existence.
What kind of bastard must I have been? And nobody was there to claim me.
And yeah, okay, admittedly I should have put together Mary's connection to him at this point, but I will admit, this upcoming scene really surprised me.
Damn. Yeah.
Takes me back to prom night. It looks... It's like Mary is also one of these super people. And while, yes, this is certainly a different approach than probably most people were expecting, I am still pretty sucked into it.
Hancock sneezed, huh?
She says the giant hole in their wall is from Hancock sneezing, and I will admit, now I'm wondering if every woman who couldn't open a jar is just playing us.
Knock, knock.
Hancock understandably wants some answers and has a pretty humorous way of getting them.
I can do this all day.
You gonna make me do
it? Thank Captain America for permanently ruining the answer I give to this Trivial Pursuit question.
We're the same.
No, I'm stronger.
They meet at his place where she agrees to answer his questions if he agrees to leave LA afterwards.
Who are we?
Gods, angels, different cultures call us by different names. Now all of a sudden it's superhero.
Holding out for a sequel where he battles Super Jesus. She reveals that they're the last of their kind, but she doesn't seem to be telling the entire truth.
Who are we to each other?
We're brother and sister.
That's a lie.
I'm your
That
sister.
is a lie. Sisters don't kiss brothers the way you kissed me last night.
Okay, I'm never deleting this picture because this joke weirdly comes up a lot on the show.
Oh. God damn, dude. Oh. Not only that, but with the fucking rise in the... Oh, never mind. The less I talk about it, the less I have to think about it.
Hancock, of course, doesn't believe they're brother and sister, and for someone who wants to keep this a secret, she sure does pick the most public of places to fight. Oh no, she can make tornadoes. That oddly doesn't work into this battle much. Ray sees them though, and it's time to come clean.
Why are we flying?
I'm very strong. Technically speaking, He's my husband.
This is all a lot to take in. Just answer me one question. Could you open that jar? She says they always come in two, and somehow they're always drawn to each other. No matter where one goes, the other is always nearby. I actually think that's a pretty cool concept, especially for a superhero story. He goes off the wagon and uses the money from the job he doesn't have to pay for booze, where the cashier finds a pretty clever way to show he's being robbed. Oh my god, Baja Blast! How can you not love a movie where a Zagnut bar wins over a gun?
A Zagnut bar versus your guy.
Melts in your ass, not in whatever Zagnut's catchphrase is. But it looks like a bullet pierced his skin, as it appears the more him and Mary are around each other, the weaker they get. Again, a neat idea. They're both somehow each other's strength and kryptonite.
Damn! You to protect this world.
I'll admit I don't really get how she says he's meant to save people and she should be at a distance, seeing how she said she's technically stronger than him.
You're built to save people more than the rest of us. That's who you are. You're a hero.
I do it, but I love Forensic Files and it practically has its own channel now, so I'm stuck.
Again, the logic makes no sense because, number one, she's been hiding in plain sight this entire time, meaning that she has better control over her powers than Hancock does. I mean, here's the thing, why not make her the main character? Oh wait, they technically kind of did with that movie, I forget what the name of it was, but it had Uma Thurman as this superhero, and you know, she blended in really good as normal, but you know, she got a boyfriend and the boyfriend found out and then they broke up and then she went a little crazy. She threw a shark at him. That's a crazy movie. I wonder if... Hey, Doug, if you see this, give that one a watch. Like, hold on. Let me see if I can remember what it is called. My Ex-Girlfriend is a Superhero? Is that what My Ex-Girlfriend is a Superhero. There it is. And it came out around the same time. Actually, it came out, a couple years after. 2006. And honestly, I would find this to be a very... it's a silly movie. It's a... Hold on. Okay. So I'm seeing here there's a few things that, they could talk about it, but again, the fact that it's basically if Charlize Theron decided, hey, I'll be the hero.
Every time we're together, they come after you through me.
I guess she's more accident prone though, because whenever they're together and they lose their powers, he has to save her all the time.
4 BC, they came after me with swords. You saved me. 1850, they set our house on fire. You pulled me out of the flames.
She says to get to him, people went after her, which again is odd because she had more powers. When they get to her, just to get to her? I'm not sure if I'm missing something, but it is a little confusing.
The further away you get from me, the better you're gonna feel. You'll start getting your powers back.
Their acting really does sell it, though. Even with its lack of detail, I'll just say it, I find this a more interesting Eternals movie than the Eternals movie.
Well, that's not hard, Doug. That's not hard. Jesus. Talk about bland for the sake of bland. I really want to see what Doug thinks of the Eternals movie. I want a full detailed review by him. Has he done that already? I'll have to check.
But much like Eternals, the villains kind of suck. As it's only in the last 15 minutes, I guess they become a main threat. Remember the robber with the missing hand and the inmates who were Legoed together? They team up and try to kill him, which feels more like the ending villains for Blank Man than this. Her strength is gone, but his is back. Yeah, okay, this climax is a little lame. But Hancock is very protective of his loved ones, and realizes in order to save her, he has to get further away. My favorite thing is Ray watching his wife essentially die, and his reaction is like, she's like a million. She's robbing the cradle with me when you think about it.
Technically, yeah.
Hancock flies away, she returns back to normal, and 1 month later, they joke about being immortal like it's, well, to be fair, a Will Smith movie.
What about Attila the Hun?
Completely cross-eyed.
Or Queen Elizabeth?
Knee deep.
Yeah, well, what about actors looking for Oscars? How needy are they? Oh my god, I
Damn! Oh my god, if only he waited one more week to put this out. One more week. Christ almighty.
swear this wasn't planned! And this actor's looking for Oscars.
Also,
deep.
Yeah, well, what about actors?
Again, The Legend of Bagger Vance. That's another film that... Really, really wish that if it was handled differently, it could have been so much better. But,
looking for Oscars. How needy are they? Oh my god, I swear this wasn't planned! And this phenomenally messy three-way relationship is just wrapped up, not with a bow, that'd be insulting, but rather a big pretty heart.
You're gonna change the world.
I've broken God knows how many laws doing it, but now the moon looks like it changed its profile picture to raise awareness about something you'll forget.
well, I mean, technically, technically the moon doesn't belong to anybody. Instead, it's maritime law, meaning that there's really no, unless he violated the property of the U.S. government, that is like the or the, you know, the various people who've been to the moon. You know, if he violated their, again, maritime law is weird.
I get in trouble for that?
We should probably see a therapist for the buffet of isms we've acquired for this, but screw it, the moon looks like a Care Bear's tummy.
Kinda does.
Rip off the shot from Daredevil because if there's a superhero movie you want to steal from, and I imagine yet this ending's pretty weak. But I don't care, I still found this entertaining. Like I said, it's not a great
6 out of
superhero
10.
film, and my guess is a lot of people thought it could be. But I was still engrossed for most of it, and, well, yes, this feels more like a superhero movie and its sequel in one flick. They're still both done in an engaging way. Yes, I do wish there was a deeper film in here, or one that could keep focus a little better. But the acting, ideas, and overall attitude is enough to win me over. It's a shame they never made any sequels, because this is a hero I would love to know more about. You could dive into his past, discover other immortal heroes or immortal foes, see where the relationship between the three of them goes, because that was not a satisfactory conclusion.
No.
I keep hearing they're gonna make another one, and I guess if everything goes according to plan, they will. Oh my god! All I can say is, I check it out. And going by the amount of hits on YouTube, I think other people would too. Nothing phenomenal, but I think it's entertaining enough to say it's a pretty good time. I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Oh, God. So, overall, yeah, Hancock, I give a... yeah, I give it like a 6 out of 10. It's got some interesting ideas, some really funny moments. The acting is also pretty good, save for, you know, again, there's possibilities with this that could have gone so much higher, but alas, no. This is instead what we're stuck with. So, hold on, let's see here. How much money did this make? Okay. Yeah, 2000. Oh, damn, yeah. So, $629 million. Damn. Oh, wow. Failure to deliver on its potential. Yeah, especially during its second half. Yes. Possible sequel. They've been talking about this thing for... God, ever since, like, 2012, Peter Berg reaffirmed his plans to make the film. My guess is that they just could not get funding for it. Again, this is Columbia Pictures, who's owned by Sony, by the way. And Sony is very stringent on certain things. Very stringent. Personally, for me, I think Hancock is a pretty average film with great potential, just didn't quite meet it. So, anyway, I think that's going to do it for now, everybody. Until next time, I'm Nate. I'll see you then. Peace.